test. Hello everybody and welcome to the Comic Skate Art stream. My name is Brian. How are you guys doing? That sound you guys heard, I was testing the audio. I try to test my audio before I go live to make sure there's no hiccups. But because of that, it loops back around and sometimes there's a little goofy glitch in that. So I apologize. What you guys heard was a remix of M. Bison's theme from the Street Fighter fighting game franchise. So anyway, and this is a synthwave and synth pop mix called Maneater from the Prime Thanatos. Can be useful. You like the music? It was a good remix. Batman dies in Endgame. Batman died way before Endgame. He died in Batman v Superman, if you ask me. Can I get an oof? I saw a meme that somebody made unironically that had a picture of all the Justice League heroes, and it said, it was this guy saying, guess who, what did he say? He said something like, guess who wouldn't really have a problem with Thanos? Guess who would have no problem defeating Thanos, right? And it had like all the Justice League heroes. And someone responded to it by saying, they need to defeat Rotten Tomatoes first. Pretty funny. Is Brian presenting as a butch black-pilled lesbian? Yeah, I'm a little black-pilled today, I guess. It's like, you know, my personal life, everything is fine enough, you know, considering all of my health problems and shit. But it's more like I'm a bit discouraged by the way things are. Like, you know, I'm not one of those people that's in a hurry for change now. I think that's like an SJW way of thinking, and that's actually how you end up ruining people's lives in an effort to start change. That's where you get revolutions. But sometimes, like, you know, I think the fight just seems unwinnable. There are days, you know, where it can be really hard, and I think this is one of those days where I'm going through this period of, you know, am I just wasting my time? Should I just, like, stop? I don't like the way that looks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a head. First letter, right? Oh, I saw Endgame last night, and I have to say that the Russo brothers really need to read up on time travel. Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought that they handled it pretty well. It was a different kind of time travel. Like, they were going for a different animal altogether, right? See how that looks. I think it should be like right about there. They're going for a different model of time travel, not the, you know, be careful what you do here because paradox. It actually makes it easier to write. So I don't personally have a problem with it, but I'm sure there are people who nitpicked the time travel stuff. The alternate universe version of time travel, or that theory, it's more fitting for comic book movies too. Nah, Brian, continue to piss into the wind. You at least get a shower that way as the world burns. Heard of University of Cambridge getting fired. What? Getting fire for housing a Justice for Men and Boys event? Yeah, I heard about that. I got an email from Mike Buchanan about it. Let's see. Nah, Brian. Oh yeah, I already read that. Hey, do right. Hey, Deadly, do right. Shad Diversity covered the time shenanigans very well. What do you mean? Like, explained it well? Or I don't know who Shad Diversity is. But I didn't mind the time travel stuff, personally. I thought it was handled okay. But all things considered. I must be the only one who really doesn't like superhero movies, as I don't like movies or superheroes. You know, that's one of the other things, too, that I'm actually struggling with. I've been watching this channel, and maybe it doesn't help. Speaking of black pills, I've been watching this channel off and on lately called Black Pilled. And the guy, he makes these really interesting videos that look at Hollywood film and all of their propaganda. And he looks at mostly older movies when the propaganda was less, it was way more subtle and subversive, you know? And I just find it fascinating stuff. But it's so like depressing because you realize that this has been going on for a long time. Oh, that's a lot better. I like that. Well, then that university is a joke and must be avoided like the plague. Yeah. Well, if you're not into superhero movies, I don't fault you. You know, it's fine. It's not for everybody. I apologize for making you listen to my rants about them. I like stories. And this is the reason why this Hollywood shit is more depressing, because they're basically the leader in storytelling. And they're probably the least qualified and worst qualified people to talk about things like that. Oh, no, wait, what am I doing? This guy's not wearing boots. They fight barefoot when they do those things, don't they? Alright. I'm gonna switch the music. I don't want lyrics. That's distracting. Let's go to this one. Falling Down in Office Space. Yeah, he did videos on that. I watched Falling Down the other day. You know, I wanted my wife to see it because I remember liking that movie back in the day, like when I saw it in the 90s. And also, you know, Gavin McGinnis, he actually dresses like the main character from Falling Down. And I was like, I wanted to revisit the movie because I was curious, like, why I hadn't seen it in years, like since the 90s, basically, when it came out. I don't remember. Was it the 90s? I can't remember, but it was a long time ago. I hadn't seen it in a very long time. And then I noticed that Gavin was dressing up as that character. So I was like, okay, well, I want to watch it again. I want to see what it's about. And then after I watched it, I saw that Black Pilled made a video about it. It's actually how I came across Black Pilled's channel, because let me zoom in a little bit here. I watch the movie, and then what I usually do is Lindsay and I will watch a movie together, and then if it's like an interesting movie that's worth talking about, we'll discuss our thoughts on it, and then I'll go on YouTube to find out if anyone else has made like analysis videos on movies, because I get different takes that way. And that's when I found Black Pill's channel, was from watching Falling Down and like looking it up. But what I never understood is, I'm curious if anyone's ever discussed it, is why Gavin dresses up like the character from Falling Down. Because I honestly don't know. So if anyone knows the answer to that question, I don't know, let me know. Seen the Endgame trailer today. I have to say Captain Buttless is even more boring in German sync. Wait, did they just release that shit in Germany? All right. I'm watching over Max this month. He's a dog that we board. He's a big pussy. Bigger than JoJo, but a big pussy. So you might hear extra dog noises in May while I'm doing shows and stuff. Just a heads up. But I need the extra money, so... Let's see. Yeah, there'll be extra Borks. Although he's pretty quiet. He's a fucking pussy. Let me save where we're at here. And I'll move on to the next panel. Save often. You have to compare and contrast the vocal delivery between the two Marvels. What are the creative differences between the German and English deliveries and the license taken? Uh-oh, more Borks are starting. JoJo's already started. Alright, we're gonna make a new layer on top here. Lower the opacity on this and on this. I think I am gonna make a change. I'm gonna go get a coffee. It's 12:24. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Whew. Just need to reference something real quick. Don't be afraid to use references. JoJo's so obedient. Right now. All right. I heard something happen with Doug TeNapel, the creator of Earthworm Jim. He was like banned from something. I didn't read into it, but I saw like an article on it. The guy's really having a hard time. Like they're really coming after him. Any new news on the Vic Mignogna situation? What's the latest? I heard the Covington Catholic kids are suing, I want to say it was like CBS or something for like $200 million. That is an expensive smirk, CBS. Anyone here 40K fans? I know that Lord of Swarm is, but I don't know if anyone else is. I'm not really big into it, but I want to show you something if you are. So today's Thursday. I thought it was Friday. I keep thinking it's Friday. I have a show. I'm getting my new internet connection tomorrow. This is just for the show. It's kind of like, it's actually cheaper than the current internet bill I'm paying. I think it is anyway. and it's going to be a lot faster, so we should have fewer issues because I'm going to go to fiber. It's going to be 300 gigabytes up. No, I'm sorry. 300 megabytes up and down. Yeah, 300 per second. And it's going to have unlimited data. So normally the limit's like a terabyte or something, and this is going to be unlimited. I don't think that's going to matter much though, but I may have to, if it, because you know they gave me a really great deal, but I don't know, like sometimes Jimmy Stifffinger says I like 40K. Used to have Space Marines. You get me talking about 40K and I won't stop. Well, I'm gonna show you something that is it's a bit 40K. It's a 40K thing, but it's also a JoJo reference. There's this guy doing a what's backerkit.com. It's sort of like a crowdfunding thing, or it's like a crowdfunding thing. I'm gonna show you in just a second. Let me just get the prep. Okay. There was I guess there was a 40K video, like a funny video. And it got made into a joke. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. All right. Here's the thing I wanted to show you. The fabulous Pillar Guardians tabletop miniatures. For those who are into oiled abs, bizarre adventures, and fabulous golden warriors. These are... it is on Indiegogo. Let's look at it. So I guess there was a jokey video that came out where they, I don't know what these guys are. I think they're called Custodes or something like that. And they've made them fabulous, they made them fabulous, basically. And muscular and shit. Yeah. Car Guardian, Guardian DC, Wham Guardian. Ultimate Oil Package. It's just silly. I thought it was funny. I don't know what any of this other shit is, to be honest, so. Uh-oh, dogs are playing with toys. Here's what they look like. I just think it's pretty funny. But, I'm gonna go back. I just had to share that. If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. Yes, the Pillar Man. Yes, exactly. But if the Pillar Men were... Are they called Custodes? They're like personal guards of the Emperor or something? I don't know what they are. Naked Golden Boys. So I guess those are actual figures you can buy and use in the game. I gotta tell you, I never played 40K, but if I had the money, I would get those and I would paint them and put them in my army for sure. That'd be too much fun. Are they still, are SJWs, they're still coming for like 40K and shit like that, right? Like claiming that it's sexist and needs to change or something. It's slowly creeping in. If it's sexist, why would it need to change? Where's the logic in that? You should have named this video Feeling Black Pill Might Bang the Wife Later IDK. Yeah. I probably should have. Another Michael Douglas movie you might like is War of the Roses. Awesome way to hold Kathy What's-Her-Face to her 3-movie contract. Yes. Yes, they are, and yes, 40K is all of the ists. That's the point. It's, do you think that it's gonna make any, hey Richard, you're in the news. Look guys, there's a celebrity among us. Richard, can I get your book with, signed? A signed copy of your book? go. And here we go. Save where I'm at. It's in the news section in the Badger Discord. I'll go check it out. Somebody's sending me shit tons of messages now. Speaking of Discord, what the fuck is all this? Holy shit! I ain't got time for that. 57 messages. Another Michael. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, I haven't seen. I saw Roar of the Roses, but that was a long time ago. I like Michael Douglas's movies. He used to make pretty thought-provoking films. Put it that way. The Game was good. Perfect Murder. I mean, yeah, there's clearly like propaganda in them, but they're still good movies. I don't know. So I don't know how to feel about that. Sometimes I just want to avoid the propaganda altogether, but sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I can enjoy it and, you know, recognize it's propaganda, but don't let it like ruin the experience for me. But sometimes it really, like, if it's done badly, that's the thing about new movies, right? They're really bad at it. They're just ham-fisted. They're not really hiding anything, you know. I watched Black Pilot's thing about the Bird Box, and I've never seen Bird Box because that's like a Netflix thing, right? And I think it's a Netflix thing, and I canceled my Netflix like for those reasons, because their content was shit. It was just like virtue signaling and proselytizing and promoting fucking communism and veganism and shit, and feminism. And I was like, no thanks. Why am I paying for this? You know, why am I paying to like have these people tell me how I should live my life and that I'm a terrible person? There was even one about, like, essentially that was asking for compassion towards pedophiles, called Are All Men Pedophiles? Which I had to watch based on the title alone. I couldn't believe it, so I had to cancel. So I don't know, but from what I heard, the Bird Box is woke as fuck, according to what I've heard about it. So he had to bend the knee. He got throat cancer. Michael Douglas? Said he caught it from eating his wife's box. Gross. Catherine Zeta-Jones? Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy gave Michael Douglas throat cancer. That's a shame, because Catherine Zeta-Jones, she was a badass. And he had to say sorry. He had to say sorry for getting throat cancer and eating her box? Not necessarily in that order. Well, that's fucked up. HPV. Oh man. Yeah, it wasn't. He was like a he was a sex addict too, if I remember correctly, or at least that was the claim. Who knows with Hollywood there. Well, that is funny. Isn't that how HPV works? Like how mafia works? I knew a girl who got HPV. I didn't know her like that. Like I didn't know her. But yeah, that's kind of fucked up, my man. Jimmy Stifffinger's gotta go. Okay. I guess I'll see you, Lynn. Thanks for coming on. Just wanted to change the hand pose a little bit. Okay, so it's like that. There's that, and this one, and this one. Gloves. Well, Ken, did you enjoy it at all? Infinity War? Or you just didn't like it? Porn Blocker is coming in July. Porn Blocker? What's that? Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I think Infinity War is better. I kind of flip back and forth. I mean, I can't stand what they did with Thor, and it almost is, like, that shit comes close to being a deal breaker, because I think that was on purpose. Like, they were like, this guy's too masculine, we gotta take him down a notch. Oh, the porn blocker's coming in July. The government's gonna block porn you need to pass. Well, VPNs are about to start going through the roof. I meant to say Endgame, not Infinity War. My bad. The whacking license. Right, but Thor was the stereotypical masculine man. Yeah, exactly. It was like they were taking him down a notch because he was too masculine. Like, they were even celebrating the masculinity of Thor in the last movie, in Infinity War, when he was brought aboard the Guardians ship. And he was like, you know, how is this dude still alive? And Drax is like, this is not a dude. You are a dude. This is a man. Right? A very muscular man. And that was like the running joke for that, which was funny and good because it's true. But they've been like slowly cutting away at Thor's masculinity for a while. This is one of the reasons why one of the things about Ragnarok I didn't like is that I felt that they made him pettier than they needed to, because I think they wanted to take him down a notch. I think there was this because if you look at Thor in the first film, Thor, he's a lot more masculine in that movie. He is like classically masculine, and his father, Odin, even more so. He's trying to teach Thor about, you know, the wise king, to be a wise king. And I think that they moved away from that. That's why Thor gave up his kingdom to Valkyrie. He basically passed the torch to a woman who had not earned it in any way. But that was on purpose for sure. And that was my least favorite thing about that movie, was that they did that to Thor. They boned him. They made him into a fat slob and a joke. And it was on purpose. Do you think Aquaman is next? Actually, I think that I hadn't seen Aquaman yet, but from what I've heard, I thought that there was a bit of emasculation going on in that one too. Not to the same degree, but probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I gotta check something. Oh, it's on this side. Okay. All right, I gotta stop it here because it's about 1 o'clock. So let's pull out, pull back, as it were. Let me save where I'm at. It's 1 o'clock, so I gotta quit here. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. I want to thank you guys for coming on the Comicsgate Art stream. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you want to hang out with us, I'm going to be doing another one tomorrow where I'll be finishing Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb for the contest. And hopefully, you know, she'll get into the book. So join me tomorrow at noon. Until then, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thanks for coming on again. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys. See you later. Have a good one.